I know he geeked up today.
Welcome to 100 Yards of Football. It's our Dallas Weekly video. And this evening, we're going to recap and highlight the 11th pick in the first round, my man, Mr. Micah Parsons, out of Penn State University, and what type of impact he's going to make with the Dallas Cowboys. If you like the video this evening, please come in and share it. I'm your host, Vincent Turner. And as always, coming to the table is a gentleman that I respect to a high level. He's out of Florida State University, two-time All-American. He started what's happening down there at Florida State. Please don't get it misunderstood. Go back and look at the seasons of 79 and 80. This young man was the stellar of the defense. He played 12 years in the National Football League with the Atlanta Falcons. He was a first-round pick in the 1981 draft. So many great players: Ronnie Lott, Dennis Smith, Kenny Easley, Lawrence Taylor. And he always reminds me every time he see me, Vincent, please do not disrespect me and do not get it twisted. It's the best draft in NFL draft history. My man from Delray Beach, Florida, Mr. Bobby Butler. How you doing this evening, sir?
Doing great, Vincent. Doing great. Appreciate that the blow up for the 1981 class. We're still strong.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. If you like the video, please come in and share it. Well, sir, let's talk about the Dallas Cowboys, their first pick. Linebacker out of Penn State, Mr. Micah Parsons. You played the game at a high level. What type of impact he's going to make with the Dallas Cowboys this season on defense?
Now, I'm going to tell you, I'm excited about this pick, Vincent, for a lot of reasons. First of all, this guy, in my opinion, is an absolute game changer, right? You know, his pro day, this guy ran a 4.3940. I mean, and when you watch him play, you know, you see the athleticism. He's an athletic freak, you know, and he can chase down the runs, and he can pass rush with the best of them. So there's nothing much that he can't do. It's going to be interesting to see how they play him, how they fit him in, you know, because they got Jalen Smith. Jalen Smith played Sam linebacker last year in that 4-3. And then Van Esch played Mike right in the middle. But this guy has the ability to play every position. And not to forget Sean Lee, who just retired after 11 seasons. Sean was considered their will linebacker, the weak side linebacker, right? But I tell you right now, they've got to put this guy in the right place to get everything out of him. It's going to be important that he plays because he's sideline to sideline, Vincent. So if he played Mike linebacker, I don't care where you run the ball, the left side, right side, he gonna meet the ball carrier when he cut back. You know, if he's pass rushing, he can get back there with the best of them because he's got that kind of athletic ability, right? So, but here's what I think's gonna happen. All right, here's what I think's gonna happen. If he's coached and put in the right position, I see the similarity of what Deion Sanders brought to the Atlanta Falcons back in 1989. And what was that? Well, he was a high pick. He's a 5th overall pick in the draft. But what he did for us more than anything, he made us old men. A guy like me, I was in my 9th season. He made the game exciting for me again. I found myself, I should make plays at that point. If I get an interception, I wasn't even high-fiving. I just go sit down. I was going to work. It was a job. I was going to work. But when prime time came in that first game and ran that pump back for a touchdown, the next thing you know, I was throwing my arms in the air. I rushed on the field. We dove all on him. And that's how it was the whole time Deion Sanders was there. He brought a level of energy back to the playing field that we had lost. Now, let's look at the Cowboys. Their defense has been slack the last 2 seasons, right? They need that spark. And I think Micah Parsons is going to be that spark that they need to get that defense sound and going back in the right directions. I'm excited about this guy.
I'm going to tell you, man, I've followed the Cowboys over my years, and I've seen them draft a lot of players to come in at the linebacker position. And when I look at Micah Parsons, I go back to 2 things. I'll go back to a young man that came out of Langston University in Langston, Oklahoma. that, as you said, brought that energy in 76, and the Cowboys went to the Super Bowl by the name of Thomas Hollywood Henderson.
Yes, sir.
Can do everything as a linebacker can do, cover, move, and was fast.
Everything.
But he wasn't big as this young man right here. This young man, 6'3", 244.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But when I look at Micah Parsons, I start with the home front. Harrisburg, PA. Ricky Waters. Do I have to say any more?
That's
Jimmy Jones, quarterback of USC back in 1969.
Come on now.
But most of all, the great Dennis Green. Pray to him in heaven right now. They all come out of the area of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. But most of all, the second thing, 2 years ago in the Cotton Bowl against my hometown school, the 901 University of Memphis, he put on the show. Defensive MVP, 14 tackles, 1 sack, 1 interception, 1 forced fumble. And I said, man, this young man is going to be special. Then he comes out of Penn State. To me, 2 of the greatest linebackers that played on the college football level. The first one I'm going to talk about, Jack Ham. 4 Super Bowls with the Pittsburgh Steelers. What did Jack Ham have? Instincts.
Yes.
The ability to play in space and the ability to cover. Then the young man didn't really perform at a high level, and I was very disappointed. He had some good years, but I thought he was going to be Micah Parsons. The young man, LeVar Arrington, 6'3", 250 when he was at Penn State. He was intimidating. NBA jumping ability, athletic. I'm going to tell you what, Micah Parsons, take them 2, Jack Ham and LeVar Arrington, you got your special football player, and that's what I'm looking at. Now, I'm not going to go a step further, but I will say this. He was in your draft in 81. He was special. He changed the outside linebacker position. And people, in my book, in my voting, he's still the best linebacker to play the game by the name LT Lawrence Taylor out of Williamsburg, Virginia. But I'm going to tell you about this young man right here. I hope people not sleeping. He's got the LT rushing ability.
Yes.
He's got the LT explosion. But one thing this young man can do, Bobby, he can cover.
Yes.
For a linebacker.
Yes.
He can run with tight ends.
Yes.
I'm excited as a Cowboys fan. I think he's one of the top 3 prospects that ever drafted in Cowboy history. That's how special I think he can be. And when you look at it, this young man has got a chance to be in the Cowboys Ring of Honor. Emmitt Smith, Michael Irvin, Troy Aikman, Bob Lilly, Mel Renfro, Bob Hayes.
Yes, sir.
He's got a chance to be in the Ring of Honor. And I'm going to tell you what, Jalen Smith, Dallas talking about not giving you your 5th-year option. Last week, they declined Lyndon Vanden Esch. The new sheriff is town, and the game is finna go up. The stakes are finna go up. Micah Parsons is calling. And you know what? Watching him get elected on draft day, he's got a nice-looking mother. Look just like him, and his son was there. And he said, hey, man, this is my mother's favorite team, and the Cowboys are my favorite team.
Wow.
I think the Cowboys are hit it on the spot. This guy, when it's all said and done, the 2021 NFL draft, he might come out as one of the best players to come out of this draft. Bobby, final words on Micah Parsons.
I agree with you 100%. And I think what they're saying to Jalen Smith and Leighton Vander Esch is that, look, there is a new sheriff in town. You guys are going to have to play around him. So, and the reason I say that, because of his size and his ability, he can play every position. And you hit it on the head. He can cover, he can rush the passer, and we know he's sideline to sideline. So you can put him anywhere, he'll be a star, right? But I'm telling you right now, he's going to be the spark. He's going to get everybody else playing at a high level. Remember we said that.
My final words on Micah Parsons is very simple. The band out of Cincinnati, Ohio, Midnight Star, had a song out, Night Rider. Oh, Lord, the Dallas Cowboy defense, you better get ready and get in check, because Micah Parsons is finna be the Night Rider. I'm a knight in your shining armor. God bless. We'd like to say thank you. We're very blessed for you watching the video today. I'm your host, Vincent Turner, and joining me as always, the young man that started the Florida State tradition, 12-year veteran, first-round pick, in the greatest draft ever, the 1981 draft, Ronnie Lott, Lawrence Taylor, oh my God, Kenny Easley, Mel Owens, do I have to keep going? George Rogers, my man, Mr. Bobby Butler. Thank y'all, and y'all be blessed this week here on 100 Yards of Football.